Morning guys, bit of a wet, miserable morning, Monday morning. Just having a look at these grass flaps. Decided to cancel the order for the Toro genuine flap, just because I think there's probably some better options out there, and I don't want to be using my hand. I don't want to have to take my hand off the controls to be able to operate this this flap. And as you can see here, you can use your foot on the standers. You can use your foot to control the flap. So I've put one of them on order. I don't know how long it's going to take to get here. Hopefully not too long. So when it does arrive, we'll do a bit of an install video on the grandstand with the grass flap. So that should be interesting. Looking forward to doing that. Morning guys. Just dropped the kids off to school, or dropped the kids off to the bus stop, and dropped Xavier off to daycare for the day. A little bit wet this morning. We've had a bit of rain overnight. I'm just going to give a couple of customers a call and see what they want to do, see what it's like at their place. I've got some hedge trimming stuff to do today, and also a little bit of lawn mowing, but bit of a cleanup to do at or not a cleanup, but just a little mow and hedge job at Harrington Park this morning. Yeah, so that's a handover for a property, so they're going to hand the keys in this morning or today, and the new owners are going to move in. So we'll go and get that one done first up, but we'll make a few phone calls on the way. I've already spoken to Greenie this morning and got the weather report. I think it's going to clear up for a little while, and then the showers will probably come back a little bit later on this afternoon. It's going to be about 26 degrees. It's not going to be too hot, so yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear today and just get done what we can get done. See you soon. See you on site, guys. Morning guys, just out on site now. Just going to do some hedge trimming. Just get those hedges done as well out front here. Do the lawns and get everything done. So they're the hedges here. Okay, we've done the hedges, trimmed the hedges, and also gone around and done the edging of the lawn. So what we want to do now is just go around and do a good blow down, give it a good blow off. Blow all the trimmings and everything onto. We've done a light, quick rake up. Next thing we want to do is blow all the stuff onto the lawn, and then we're going to mow the lawn and give it a final tidy up. So that's the process. Okay guys, done the hedges and the lawns. Remember how we sharpened our blades yesterday, so we get a nice clean cut. So it's the way we want it. Nice sharp clean cut, and it's a little bit damp, but it still cuts nice and easy. Okay guys, might have seen this one before on the video, so we're just starting now. I'm just going to do the edges with the line trimmer. Put some fertilizer down on this one a couple of weeks ago, and wow, it's got some growth on it. It's nice and green too. Okay, so we've gone around and done the edges, done all the flat trimming, and just all the vertical edges just around the footpaths and driveway. Just going to get the Toro Time Master out. So I've got a split rear ramp, so I can just take one ramp down. Good. Just get access to this. Just take one ramp down and just get the Time Master out like that. It's quite good. Okay guys, bagged that one. In Australia we've got green bins, so we put the clippings in the green bin at each site. So finished with the Time Master up front. Let's go at the back and finish off with the we'll get the other smaller Toro, the recycler out, mulch mow out the back with the recycler. It's got a nice sharp blade on it. We sharpened it yesterday. That should come up really nice. We'll just load this up, pack this away. Just put that handle up. Pack that away. We'll get the other one out. So we got the recycler out. We'll just put this onto mulch mode. Get out the back and mulch mow the back lawn. So I just noticed that this rear flap, when you pull it back, it sort of provides a bit of resistance. I don't like it, to be honest with you, so I'm going to actually take that off. I'm going to try it. I think it's just a little deflector or something that they use to sort of sweep the grass down when you're mowing, but just to do a bit of a stripe, but not concerned with that. It was already half coming off earlier, so I'm going to take that off. Hopefully take that off. Might have a bit of a screw or something in it. Might have to take it off at home. See how it just gets caught up underneath? So bit of a screw or something in there, I think. So I might have a look at that when we get home. Might unscrew that and take that back flap off. I think it'll be better. Okay guys, a bit of a change of plans. I just missed a call from my son's school. So I just called them back. Apparently Ollie's tripped over and chipped his tooth. So his grandmother's going to pick him up. So I've called called the dentist and made an appointment because he's got a pretty big chip out of his tooth. So I'm going to finish off what I'm doing here this morning, then go and pick him up and take him to this dentist appointment and see if he's okay and see if we can get him fixed up. So yeah, bit of a change of plans, guys. So hopefully he's okay. But we'll go and see him in a couple of minutes. We'll go and pick him up and check that he's okay. See you in a bit, guys. Okay, guys, just finished off that one. One of the last ones that I've got for Oran Park. So I just wanted to get that done. Now we'll go and pick up Ollie and get him sorted. Okay guys, we're just at Macca's because it just makes you feel better after you've had to go to the dentist, and a bit of Macca's makes you feel a lot better, doesn't it, Ol?
Yeah.
Okay guys, we're just calling in. Just got Ollie with me. He's just got his chipped tooth fixed. We're just going to grab some oil and a filter for that Toro. We're going to get it sorted. Matt's going to hook us up with some oil. Okay guys, we're just going to grab some oil. Get the 10W40 Valvoline. You know what I mean. Okay guys, so I've just called into Pep's, just grabbed some oil for this afternoon. I'm going to try and give that Toro Grandstand its first oil change. It's 10 hours. It's about 9.8 hours or close to 10 hours. So I've got the oil now in the new filter. So if I need to, if I get time this afternoon or one day during the week, I'll
I'll change the oil. I've just dropped Ollie back home now. Ollie's going to have a shower, just have a hot shower, and he's just going to sit down and relax for the rest of the arvo and chill out. His lips pretty swollen as well. He's taken a pretty, he fell over at school, so he's taken a pretty hard knock to his mouth. So his mum will be home soon and look after him, but he's just going to chill out at home and watch a bit of TV for the afternoon, I think, and just relax. And I'm going to head out and just get a hedge trimming job done, a local hedge job. So we'll get that one sorted. We'll also do the lawns there, and that'll probably see us out for the afternoon, I'd say. It's a decent sized job. If we get a bit of time, we'll also do a couple of other smaller type residential lawns, but it just depends on what this weather does as well. It's looks like it's threatening to rain, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see what comes of it. All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, this is the hedge that we're going to trim. Put a bit of shape into it. It's just growing over to the over the path, and it's got a bit of size to it. So we'll just give it a good trim up and get it sorted. Okay, guys, all squared away. There's a little letterbox hole in this one, just so you can get in to the letterbox. It's come up pretty good. Bit of a storm, some clouds coming in, so I don't know if we're going to get another one done or not. We'll have to just wait and see. Okay, guys, just going to call it a day because I've just checked the radar, and there's some rain coming in really thick and fast, bit of a storm. So we're going to give this Toro a quick 10-hour service. It's also a delivery here as well. It's a delivery truck. So we'll go and see what the delivery is. Check it out. Okay, guys, so we've got the oil for our Toro Grandstand for the Kawasaki. There's an oil filter there. There's the dipstick there. Air filter. So what we're going to do is, and that's the drain for your oil. So we're going to lower this deck right down and get it out of the way so we can put an oil pan underneath. So we've got our oil. We've also got our filter. So what we're going to do is warm this engine up. I'm going to start the engine up. We're going to have the exhaust facing out of the door, and we're going to warm the oil up in this engine. So we've got, I think it's 9.2 hours on this, so meant to do it at 10 hours, but 9.2 is close enough for me. Going to warm the oil up. We're just going to sit it here for a few minutes and just let it warm up. We're going to get our stuff ready for our oil change. Okay, guys, so I've just taken the sump plug off that, and the oil that's coming out, just cracked the filler tube or the dipstick, just so it breathe, and we'll just sit this for a few minutes and let this all drain out, and then we'll take the filter off it, get it Then we'll get some get a new filter on it, and get some fresh oil in it. I just read the manual and it said the first 8 hours, so change the oil first 8 hours, and then every 100 hours after that. So we're going to be running some different oil in this machine, this engine. We're going to run some pretty high quality oil, which has got a lot of zinc in it. We're still going to change the oil at probably every 100 hours, but we're going to run some top shelf oil in it, so it should be you know, should have a good life. I want to keep this thing for a long time and see how many hours we can get on it and get our money's worth out of it. So I've checked the manual, guys, and it's with the taking the oil filter off, 2 litres of oil it should take. So I've got a jug and I just measure out 2 litres of oil, and I've also got a filler little funnel that I use. So I just use a little funnel like that. It's got a tube on the end of it, and I slowly just use that to fill it up. It's always handy to have plenty of rags around when you're doing an oil change as well, so just so you can stick rags in underneath. It's got a little drip tray anyway for the oil for your filter. It's actually a really good design, but I'll just take that off in a minute. We'll give that a bit of a clean up. We'll get some dust off it, and then we'll spin that off and we'll get the new one on. Okay, I just like to wipe a little bit of oil around the top of the seal. So I just get a little dab of oil and just run it around the top of that seal. Just helps lubricate that seal up nicely, just so you get a nice seal on it. So I just use a bit of fresh oil on there, and we'll come over to the machine. We'll carefully screw this filter on, and that should just go on to the threads nicely. No need to over tighten these, guys. Don't tighten them up. Just hand tighten them, and then just keep an eye on them for leaks. So don't over tighten it. A lot of guys I see, they really over tighten them and they get really hard to get off. So there's no need to do it, guys. Just firm, but don't over tighten them. Okay, so we're just going to want to screw that sump plug back in. Just make sure that that's nice and tight. We'll nip that up in a minute, and then we'll put some fresh oil in it. And we'll just make sure it's on a nice level, and we'll just check that the levels are right, and then we'll start her up and let it run for a little while. So I found that this tool is very handy, just having that little funnel with the tube on there, and I can just slowly pour in the oil as to what level I want. Okay guys, so I've checked the levels. I'm happy with the level in the oil. Obviously a bit of oil is going to get sucked up into that oil filter. It's a little bit high at the moment, so I'm just going to let it run for a while and just check it, make sure that oil has filled up the filter and that the levels are right. So we'll check that now. Okay, we're going to just check this oil. Just get a clean dry rag. Just wipe that off. And we're going to just sit that in there like that. We're not going to screw it down, set it, make sure the machine's level, make sure everything's level, and then you're just going to check it. And perfect. I'm happy with that. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on Tuesday.